In times past, Pat, you actually had an occupation of a butcher years ago.
Yeah, that's
Did that
right.
give you any special insight into the meat market and practices?
Yeah, it did. That's when I really became concerned when the kangaroos were being targeted for human consumption. They're killed in a paddock. There are serious health issues with kangaroo meat. They're killed in a paddock. They're killed in the middle of the night. They're hung on a truck. They're driven around the paddock in the dust and everything else. And then eventually around daybreak they're taken to a chiller box, and they might sit in that chiller box there for up to a couple of weeks before they're sent to a processing plant, and then they're boned out and they're packaged for human consumption.
So how does that compare to the way other animals that we consume for meat are treated? In your experience as a butcher, did you actually work with kangaroo shoots, or did you just get to know about it? I was also interested in your knowledge of export, import, abattoirs, meat markets. Perhaps you had no knowledge of those things, I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I worked, apart from working in butcher shops, I also worked in meatworks, in middle management in meatworks, and that there's a whole difference between the way domestic cattle and sheep are processed and the way kangaroos are processed. You know, the domestic animals that are processed for export are inspected regularly by overseas inspectors, by the European Union, by American vets that come out and look at it. I've seen whole meatworks closed down because just of one problem, that one thing that they thought wasn't right. That doesn't happen with kangaroos. There's no inspection whatsoever. There's no post-mortem inspection, except that's what is done by a shooter, and the shooters are not qualified, and quite a few of them can't even read. So yeah, there's a huge difference between domestic cattle and kangaroo meat as far as health goes.